Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to VTOL VR. Today we're going to be testing out the new DLC, the AH-94 helicopter. This is our current setup right now, so we have a new crown kind of radar here at the top of the helicopter, really cool. This is the very first helicopter that we really have in VTOL VR, and I'm very excited to take it out. Flown it around a bit, gotten some tests, but I still want to see how much we could push this craft, and I'm really excited to actually take it on our first mission. There are 3 short missions. This is the first one, small arms. And I guess this is the best place to start. There are 2 other missions, but they're just a combat tutorial and a flight tutorial, so I won't count those in, but if you put them together, it's a total of 5. So small arms, I got some AIM-92, air-to-ground missiles, 145s, 4 count each for a total 16 in total. An M230 chain gun cannon, and that's going to be very fun to show off, especially the way it works with HMD. This is our crowned radar, the fire control radar, and this crowned radar is freaking amazing. Okay, so let's take it out. We're full flares, full shaft, and we have full fuel. So let's go out in daytime, try out the mission, play it as it's meant to be played. I'm very excited to see.
Alright, get up and running. You've got a few tasks ahead of you, so I'll talk you through it once you get in the air.
The number one thing you want to do is you're going to come here to the main battery. So the main battery is the first thing you're going to have to switch on. But before that, you see how there's a lot of noise going on because we are at an airport. The best thing about this update and this helicopter that I just love doing for the immersion is grabbing the door out here and shutting it closed. And look how nice and quiet it gets now. The AH-94 helicopter is a 2-seater helicopter, so we have the forward gunner and the pilot back here. So if I click switch seat, I am in the gunner seat, pilot goes back there, and if I switch back, I'm here at the pilot seat. It's that simple. So the startup is really easy. Turn on your main battery. I like to engage the APU here. Turn on this screen here. You can have some details, left, right engine, rotor torque. Get the left engine start, and just switch it on. You'll see it starts to spool up. I'm going to grab here the power, and I'm going to set it to idle. I want to idle those engines. I can't go into flight, and even if I could go into flight, I don't want to stay in flight mode because, well, I don't know if it's in VTOL VR, but ground resonance is a thing. And that means the helicopter will pretty much break apart. Engine left is good to go. We'll go to engine right now. Trigger the start here, and we see the torque slowly going up. As our right engine starts, we start to toggle the displays, start looking at stuff. I'm going to turn on the RWR, this panel, and that panel. Great, now we got it. Engines are spooled up, starters are off now because they're already started. We could start powering stuff. So, second step I want to do here is that rotor brake. Let's put it off. And that lets our rotor actually spool up, so that's necessary for obvious reasons if we want to fly. The HMD is controlled up here. Go ahead, power. And the coolest thing about this is putting it into head mode, just like you could on the VTOL. So just put it in the head mode, turn the HMD on, and there you go, look at that. Now I can really spot my targets. And if it's too distracting with the day and night sensor, we could just put it into the color. And it looks like I'm looking out normal. The only problem is that when I'm using it, it's really hard to use the panel. So for now, I'm just going to put it to forward because I don't need it at this current time. And the color, I'm going to get it ready for day. So let's go ahead and let's take off. I'm going to turn off the rotor brake, put it into flight mode. I'm going to grab my collective here and my cyclic. And as I spool up that rotor, oh, I think I know the problem. The collective was accidentally up. That's why I was beeping. There we go. Okay, so the rotor goes up, and I get ready to take off. And there we go. Grab the cyclic. And there we go. Let's put the parking brake off. Should have been off. And landing gear up. Won't need that anymore. Now let's head over to our objective over here. Now, this is one of the cool things. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to arm the weapon. So there we go, it's armed. As you see the little crosshair right in front here in the HMD, that's where the gun is pointed, my M230 cannon. If I put this to head mode, now the gun follows wherever I look. So it's slaved. There is a gimbal rate where I can't just go anymore, obviously. But, you know, for the most part,
So the bad
it's
guys started
friggin'
sending
amazing.
troops into the area, and it looks like they're setting up little camps for their VTOL jets to rearm and refuel. We were able to catch it early, so they aren't fully operational yet. They don't have much beyond small arms, so you should be able to wipe them out no problem. The first one's deep in these woods by the foothills.
So we'll go ahead and we'll go deep in this woods and we'll just get ready to attack. I know my engine information here is mostly okay, so actually what I'm doing is going to put in autopilot, because there's a very convenient hover button here, which we could just trigger. The helicopter will hover, and we could just rain our weapons down on the enemy. That's great if they're not shooting at us. If they are shooting at us, well, just do strafing runs and get the heck out of their way. And now we're just going to find our way around. I'm going to actually put this to my head mode, just to engage easier. And we're going to engage with the guns. Seems like we got some light infantry here, so we'll deal with them accordingly. Now a lot of people are having this issue here, where the helicopter flips and it goes out of control, just like you see here. And that's caused because of a, I believe it's the trailing edge that stalls. So be careful with your turns. Don't end up doing what I do. And if you do what I do, make sure you actually have your VR legs. Target down. And that'll point my cannon there the second that it can. There we go. Got it, come on. Good job. So, there we go. Let's go to target outpost Bravo now.
Remember to keep an eye on the man pads. You never know.
So, this is the nav screen, right? The little GPS nav thing. It's already in my HUD. I know that the objective is there. I want to show you guys the radar. Radar is just badass. So we're going to put power. And this is what we call that ground radar, or at least what I've been told to call it. This is really going to let us spot out tanks, VIX, anything here. It's going to show us our terrain. Could add the range, could subtract range. We're actually going to add range now because we are pretty far out. However, see how we only see this? That's because this is the only thing in our line of sight. If there's over a mountain, the radar obviously can't reach over. So that's why this is all black. To paint this, we'd have to go higher. And you'll guys see that as I start to ascend. Bro. And that hit the side of the mountain, okay. Once again, just hit the side of the mountain. We're getting very lucky here. Won't be lucky for much longer. We'll keep playing around. That hit us.
Take it off now. No worries, we'll send a Foxtrot over to help. Just trying to steer clear of those things if they get aggressive.
daytime sensor here. We should be able to pick up whatever we need to pick up. Just gun it down at this point. Seems like their AA is down, so we're gonna keep fighting here.
Okay, all targets.
There we go, all targets now.
Got one last thing for you. We're aware of some activity in the high valleys, and it's got us a little worried. It's probably nothing, but worth checking out while you're out in the area. Just flag the waypoint, and we'll give you some further instructions when we get there.
Okay, perfect. So some photo instructions. We all know how that's gonna go. Terribly wrong. Crest over here. Crap, I think I've got enemies. Yep, I've got enemies to my left. Okay, that's not good. Don't seem to be engaging though. I do want to stick this nice and low.
Yeah, this is about the area where we saw some construction of where that big is to. Kind of see if you can find out what they're working on. Use your tags to get an ID if you see anything. Looks like they're trying to expand their air defenses up here. You're not going to be able to destroy that bunker, but the radar is probably pretty valuable. Take it out before they get to turning it on and you come home. Too much to be dying there. We're going to destroy that thing. Alright, great.
There we go, there we go, good. Okay, so we're just gonna take this home. We're gonna go objective, waypoint, nav. Okay, we gotta go back home. I wanna pull on the radar. Weapons safe. Hover off. Let's get out of here. Just like that. Parking brake on. Gotta bring this all the way off. Rotor brake on as soon as I can. Alright, there we go. Mission's finished. 37-minute completion time. Get to continuous flight. Rotor brake's also on. Let's watch these rotors come. There we go. I want to see how the rotor fold here works. Nice. Okay, so just as it should. And we want to turn everything here off. Come here. Open the door. And then I should be able to. There we go. And now we're good to go. So that's it. That's pretty much how it works. That was the first of the 3 actual missions. Here we are. Final thoughts. Be really careful with those turns. Helicopters in VR especially, they do feel slow. But the reality is that helicopters are meant to be turned slow. When they turn quick, they do that little roll. Anyways, guys, you know how it is. LG Rocky here, Rocky Docky Flight School. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And I hope to see you for the next missions. Have a good day.